Good morning from City National Arena, Ghost Energy Rink B. About to get the semifinal game underway after warm-ups. Battery Hockey Academy in the light blue, facing off against West Coast Elite in orange. Semifinal game, if Battery Hockey Academy defeats West Coast Elite, they will move on to the championship at 2:55 later today. Cole Arison starting in net for Battery Hockey Academy. Face-off won by West Coast Elite. Over the blue line, rimmed around the boards, centering pass picked up by Norris up to far side, and Elliott Murch dangles around, gets a little help from Norris. Shot, save up high. Goaltender holds on to that one. Squeezes tight between his glove and chest for a face-off to the left. Walking it in. Gallagher shot. Save right in the, just under the mask of the goaltender. Puck around the boards behind the net. Gloved, almost gloved down. Tommy Trent has got one to beat. Larson with the save. Centering pass. Misses the connection in the slot. That one just behind Nate Kerr. Lopez trying to drop that one to Kerr. Puck now to the near side. Now up through the middle, through the legs of Bonifazio. Tipped aside by Davies. Davies on the defense. Dispossesses West Coast Elite initially, but he is hassled by two. Shot off the blocker, up high. West Coast Elite controls it initially. Davies able to get to the outside, gift in by the left point man. He plays it down below the goal line. Bucevic plays that one around behind the net to Davies. Up and out. Fans on that pass. Davies plays it to the side, looking for Bucevic. Bucevic gets to it. Davies to Bucevic. Bucevic up the right side. Gets around one. Centering pass. Fans on it. Bouncing puck in front. Loose. Picked up by West Coast Elite. And played out of the zone. Nunemaker on the defense. Shoulders off the puck carrier. Loses his balance. Gallagher over the blue line. Larson with him. Shot off the glass. Drops down in the ice surface. Puck loose. Kept in by Gallagher initially. Can't handle that one. Larson almost forces a turnover with a stick off the stick handle of Larson in net. Cole Larson, that is. Gallagher carrying up ice to Norris. Norris passing that one to the middle. Only West Coast Elite there. Savenkov was working his way there. West Coast Elite with the puck. Plays it to the outside. Norris will collect. Backhands that one down the wall to keep it in the zone and keep the pressure on West Coast Elite with 10:54 to go in period number one. Pass to the middle. Norris tips that. Larson gets to it. Walks it to the middle. Down to the left side. Shot! Save and cover by the goaltender. Shot coming from the left face-off circle by Eric Savenkov. 10:39 to go in period number one. Still tied up at zeros. The home team is Battery Hockey Academy on the scoreboard. Puck around behind the net. Fitzgerald trying to get to it. Nate Kerr will play it to Fitzgerald. The left face-off circle. Sorry, right face-off circle. That one gets past Norris at the point. Left point. He'll track back. Hassled by West Coast Elite. Turns around. Finds a little room to play it up to Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald to Kerr. Kerr dumps it in. Murch is there. Dangles to the middle. Walking it through the right face-off circle, tipped away by Nunemaker initially. Norris back checking. That puck goes all the way through slot and out into the near side where we've got a scrum along the boards. Drop to the point man, shot, and that one tipped high over the net. Puck into the neutral zone. Fitzgerald gets to it initially. Nunemaker will dump it in. And forwards change up on the ice. Gallagher, Lopez, and Bonifacio on the defense. Trent and Davies. Bonifacio gets to it. Tipped away there by Davies. Puck still open. Gallagher walking it in. Gallagher shot low. Stick aside by the goaltender. Puck in the skates of Trent. Trent turns around and rims it around the boards. Looking for Lopez beyond his reach. Davies to Gallagher. Keeps it in the skates. That hit the goaltender in the bench. Not sure if the refs saw that, as they didn't stop it. Trent plays that one up the near side. That one out of the reach of Davies. Davies gets enough on it. Back to the defense of West Coast Elite. Up to the middle, intercepted by Davies. Davies over the blue line. Davies shot. Rebound. Below the goal line. West Coast Elite trying to clear it. Cross ice pass. Shot. Bonifacio on a goal. 5-hole. A low, hard shot on the ground. Squeezes underneath the pads of the goaltender for West Coast Elite. And Battery Hockey Academy strike first at 8:05 to go in period number 1. Puck in the near side corner. Fitzgerald and Murch there. Larison's in front. Murch trying to find him. Off the skates of Larison initially and reversed back around. To the near side there, Fitzgerald. And now Larison. Everyone is on sides for Battery Hockey Academy. Fitzgerald on the follow-up. Murch on the right side. Back to Fitzgerald on the right. Shot high off the netting and drops down into the ice surface for a whistle. We'll have a face-off on the far side. Hopefully it's not too hard to see. Lighting's not the greatest when these morning games. And the sun on that side, a lot of glare. Face-off won by Battery Hockey Academy. Cut back by Bucevich, down low to Bonifacio, cutting back, trying to get around the defense of West Coast Elite. West Coast Elite swarms the corner and able to come away with the puck, rims it around the boards. But Norris is there, keeping it in the zone, plays it back down below the goal line. They play it right back to him. Walking it in, surveys, shot, and a glove save. No one in front. As that sails past everyone into the goaltender's glove at 6:51 in period number 1. Face-off won by Gallagher, back to Norris. Norris swings it over. Bucevich, shot low, rebound. Lopez there. West Coast Elite got a stick on that. That should be an icing, and it is. So we'll have a face-off back in the offensive zone with 6:39 to go in period number 1. Semifinal game here of the TCS Hockey Summer Showdown in Las Vegas. Larison Hassling. Larison gets a piece of it, keeps it in, bouncing puck. Larison backhand pass to Savinkov. Savinkov shot, and the glove save. Savinkov gets a little tangled up there. Not able to get all of it on that one, as he put 2 by yesterday on Ottawa with some quick card wristers. Face off taken by Lopez. Savenkov walking it to the middle, backhands it over. Lays it down to Butcevich. Butcevich down the wall, and he shouldered off the puck right at the end line. Larison dumps it in. Savenkov with some speed. Fans on that one. Kerr is there. Kerr trying to center to Savenkov. It's hassled by number 10 for Battery Hockey Academy. Larison fighting for it. Bouncing puck. Trent keeps it in. Pass up the middle. Eric Savenkov hassled. West Coast Elite able to play it in the zone. Norris between the legs to Savenkov. Savenkov to Larison. Larison pushes it into the zone as West Coast Elite move it around their net and into the zone. Nunemaker pins his player against the board. Trent rims that one around the board. Look for Fitzgerald. Trent will come up again. Not out. Larison makes the save. Kick to the far corner. Picked up by Nunemaker. Flipped up the ice to West Coast Elite. Bounces over all their sticks. A man very deep in the zone. Onside, says the referee. Cutting it to the back. Save. Fans on the shot when he had beat the defense for Battery Hockey Academy. Interference on West Coast Elite, I think. Or is it Gallagher? Interference is going to be called on Gallagher for the hit on the West Coast Elite player as he was trying to go through him to get to the puck. So at 4:38. Penalty kill number 1. And thrown down the ice on net by Liam Butcevich. Fitzgerald applying some pressure, almost dispossesses West Coast Elite. Davies on the pressure on the near side. Butcevich now Fitzgerald as West Coast Elite move it around the horn. Murch working on getting that one out of the zone. Kept in. Fitzgerald shoulders Larison trying to reach out and cover that one, looked like. Fitzgerald, low, shorthanded attempt here. Butcevich trying to force his turnover. Hassle by 2 Battery Hockey players. Killing some precious time along the boards in the stick battle. Played back to Bonifazio, now back to Davies. Davies throws that one down the ice, 22 seconds to go. No icing as they're on the penalty kill still. Pass up ice, bouncing puck. Bonifazio coming in. And 2 West Coast Elite players there to not allow that to happen. Davies with good pressure. Larison will lay it off and they will play on. Thought he was going to play. All the players coming on the bench avoid the puck. Good pitch in. Norris was pinching in on that one, intercepted that pass. That should have been an icing. They say no icing. Play on the defense, Davies. Gallagher trying to dig it out of the skates. Finally jumps out. Left point man shot. Bouncing puck. Larison gets a piece of it. Fan on that shot. In the skates. West Coast Elite. Not able to keep a hold of it. Norris rims that one around the boards. Goaltender stops it for his defenseman. Plays it around the boards. Pressuring is Nate Kerr.
Savenkov pressuring. Now Kerr. Kerr drops it to Norris at the left point. Norris to the middle of the Larison. Gets a piece of it, but that one just gets past him. Cross ice right up the middle. Back to collect is Trent. Up ice, one touch to Larison. Larison into the zone. Larison cutting to the outside. Now Trent in the right face-off circle. Trent walking it in to the middle and tipped out of control. Norris keeps it in initially. Now Trent or Kerr forces it back in the zone. Puck up ice. Larison back to pick it up. Larison dumps it in. Chasing is Kerr. Turnover. Savenkov got a piece of that one, but the goaltender wise to help that puck around because Savenkov was going to get to that one first. 1 minute to remain in the period. Rolling puck. Larison will cover and hold. Get a whistle. Cole Larison in net for Battery Hockey Academy. 53.7 seconds to go. And face-off won by Battery Hockey Academy. Norris plays the up ice pass. That's an icing as that one just gets past the stick of Nicholas Gallagher. And back to the face-off circle with 45.5 seconds now remaining. Norris shielding his player from the puck. Gallagher pass to the middle, misses everybody. Norris will be there on the follow-up. He tried to shield the man. Drops it back to Trent. Puck out of the zone, 2-on-1. Fitzgerald and Trent. Loose puck. Murch gets it back, trying to sweep it back to Norris. Bouncing puck in on net. Goaltender will play that off for his defense. And there's the buzzer for the end of period number 1. Shots on goal. 9 for Battery Hockey Academy. 6 for West Coast Elite. Face off, going to be taken by Nate Kerr. Bonifazio, Nunemaker, Lopez, and Butsevich on the ice for Battery Hockey Academy. Should have been offsides. The referees will let them play on. Puck into the zone. Kurt just misses control of that one. Reverse behind the net. And the goaltender covering with his blocker hand. Referee gives him the whistle. Hard to grip that puck and the stick. Sometimes you just got to do it. Puck kept in by Bonifazio initially right at the blue line. Keeps it in. Jumps off his stick to the stick of Good stick, but a long reach. Butzovic reverses it around. Bonifazio there. Butzovic. Up the far side wall, all the way down. Takedown on the far side. Pass up ice to Nunemaker in the neutral zone. Nunemaker loses that one. Back is Lopez, who plays it up. Kerr has a man on there, didn't recognize it. Butzovic chips it out of the zone. Played back up. Cross ice, West Coast Elite dumps it in as that player heads for a change. Nunemaker trying to shoulder off the West Coast Elite player. Now Nunemaker separates West Coast Elite player from the puck, allows Butzovic to get a piece of it. Butzovic flips it off the glass and out. That one will peter out. And no icing. Oh, West Coast Elite on a good change. Larison with the cover. Almost a bad change there. Nunemaker turned back around as saw the puck come back to him as Battery Hockey Academy was trying to make a change. Larison took a puck to the mask maybe, or a stick, as he holds on to that one. West Coast Elite with the puck below the net. Gets tangled up with Norris. Norris able to hold him off. Get it to Tommy Trent. Past the reach of Larison. That one all the way down ice. That'll be an icing. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off with 11:38 to go in period number 2. Face-off going to be taken by Elliot Murch. Larison to his left. Svenkov to his right. On the defense, Norris and Trent from left to right. Trent pinching in. Trent walking it up the middle. Cuts through the slot. Backhand save. Rebound and cover by the goalie. My brain can't work fast enough to zoom in while I'm trying to announce all that. Face off again by Murch. Wins that one to Larison. Larison cuts back. Now they'll drop it back one more. Murch dispossesses that player. Pass to the middle, looking for Savenkov. Picked off. Savenkov immediately pressures, taking away that time and space. Backhanded the opposite side to Norris. Norris back tracks to get around that man. Murch pins that one along the boards, keeping it in. Murch hit into the net on the side there. Norris comes up with the puck, lays it back down the wall. And the windup behind is number 5. Tries to hit man on his right hand. That's an icing. .10:25 to go in period number 2. I was wondering why Tommy Trent wasn't skating a little faster to that puck with the guy on his heels. It's because he knew it was going to be an icing. Kerr to the outside to Fitzgerald. That one in his skates, though. Puck comes out, tipped off the stick of Davies. Davies got one man hard. Backhands that one over to Butzovic. Butzovic saucers it to the middle to Gallagher. Gallagher to Kerr. Kerr back to Gallagher. Drops. Walking it to the middle. Lays it off for Butzovic. Butzovic walking in. Shot. That one over the corner. Trapped in by Davies. Davies throws that one back down below the goal line. To the middle to Gallagher. Gallagher dangles around one. Below the goal line, centering pass. Blocker safe, still loose in front. And West Coast Elite able to survive the Battery Hockey Academy attack. That was a pretty good save by the goaltender there. Got full blocker on that one. Dumped in by Kerr. Kerr goes for a change. Bucevich still on the ice, defending on the near side wall. Banked up. Bounces over the stick of Bucevich. Back is Bonifazio. Up ice. Played out to the middle by Lopez. Bucevich intercepts the pass up ice. Bucevich to the center. Shot! Savenkov fully outstretched there. Saved by the left leg pad of the goaltender. Dangles around Bonifazio. Down in front, lady. Jumps off the stick of Savenkov. Bouncing puck. West Coast Elite right in front of each other. Walking it to the middle. Shot! That one over the net. And comes all the way around. Hacked up. Ends up on the stick of West Coast Elite. Walking it down. Centering. One-timer and the save by Larison. Larison squeezes and holds that one-timer from West Coast Elite for the save at 8:16 to go in period number 2. Battery Hockey Academy up 1-0. Gallagher taking the face-off. Larison to the right. Norris and Nunemaker on the defense. And, oh, that hit some snow in front of the bench. Took a hop on Larison. Oh, Norris just fans on that one. And West Coast Elite with the puck. Gets a little help from Gallagher, and now Larison will help get it up ice. Stolen off the stick. Up ice to Murch. Murch's got 2 to beat. Waits for help. And will try to take it down the wall. In the skates. Gets a piece of it. Nunemaker. Dangles around one. Gets past a couple. West Coast Elite were already heading up ice. If they would have had the puck, they would have been off to the races. Larison backtracking. West Coast Elite will dump it in. Below the goal line, centering pass. Larison gets a piece of number 15. Doesn't allow him to make a play. Up ice to Savenkov. Eric Savenkov trying to get through 2. Sweeps that towards the net. Almost caught the goalie slide in the opposite direction. Good attempt there. Nunemaker plays it back down the wall. Kept in by Kerr along the near side wall. Puck at Nunemaker at the point. Man tossed here near the net in the slot. Kerr had a piece of it. Number 4 will pick it up for West Coast Elite. Turns it over to Fitzgerald, referee back there. Puck into the zone. Trent will collect, play it around the wall. That one gets past West Coast Elite to Savenkov. Savenkov has Fitzgerald on the opposite shot. Blocker save. Wicked shot there by Savenkov as Fitzy gets pinned along the boards. Puck dumped in. Bucevich will collect. Up to Savenkov. He'll dump it in and go for a change. Turnover. Drops it to Tommy Trent. Trent walks the line. Drops it into the far corner to Murch. Murch from the left face-off circle. Tries to dangle into the middle. He's got Bucevich. Bucevich lays it off to Tommy at the right point. Tommy Trent back to Bucevich at the left. Down to Murch. Tries to dangle. Shot. Point blank. Down in the butterfly. Goaltender makes the save. Backhanded up and out of the zone. Tommy Trent will collect and flip it back in. Good, says the referee. And gets pinned along the boards. Drops it to Bucevic. Bucevic to Trent. Trent walking it in. Shot low. Hits the back of the skates of Bonifazio. Merch trying to get to it. And West Coast Elite come away with it. To the middle. That should have been an offsides, and it is. Referee catches West Coast Elite player on the far side ahead of the play. And we'll have a face-off at the near face-off dot with 4:42 to go in period number 2. Battery Hockey Academy is still up by 1 goal. Puck dumped in around the boards. Davies going to be able to get there. Just tips it. Tipped up to Gallagher. Gallagher and Larison, 2-on-1. Shot and a glove save by the goaltender. Shot back to Davies at the point. Davies down the wall to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald walks it in to the left faceoff circle. Hassled by 3 West Coast Elite players, and West Coast Elite come away with it. Gets around. Who was that? Davies on the defense. Cole Larison. Didn't have to make a save on that one. Sticks that one out to the outside. Davies up to Savenkov. Savenkov touch pass up to Gallagher. Gallagher up to Larison. Larison over the blue line. Larison. Walk it in. Larison to the middle. Stick side. Shot. Wide right. That one. A quick shot by Nate Kerr down below the goal line. Savenkov trying to drop that one. Now he'll change his tune. Kerr shot. Save. Puck's loose. Kerr will get to that one. Drop it to Davies. Davies slap shot. And a save. What a rip from the point as Davies wound up and puts that one low and on net. 3:28 to go in period number 2. Face off, won by West Coast Elite. They played around behind the net. Kept in by Norris as he flips that one back down the wall. Norris gets a piece of that. Savenkov dumps it back in as West Coast Elite rims it around the boards. Kept in by Davies. Throws that towards the net. Bouncing puck. And the goaltender able to get enough of that one to sweep the puck behind the net. Norris keeps it in at the point. Shot high. Glove save. That puck is attracted to that goalie's glove. He's got some good hand-eye coordination there. Face-off taken by Fitzgerald. Chip to the middle. Nunemaker and Bucevic on the defense. West Coast Elite getting to the puck first in the defensive zone. Shot wide left of the net. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Bucevic will curl around, look for a little bit of space. And now Bucevic will bring it up. Bucevic up the near side. He's got some room. And puck loose under the players. Puck up ice, dumped in. Should be an icing, and it is. Just behind the red line. And that'll give Battery Hockey Academy an offensive zone face-off with 2:16 to go in period number 2. Battery Hockey Academy up 1-0 in the semifinal game of the TCS Hockey Summer Showdown. Gallagher take the face-off, trying to seal off the puck. That one played back between everybody. Back is Nunemaker. Nunemaker's got pressure. Nonemaker, nonchalant player. Somebody lost a glove. Oh, that's West Coast Elite. Larson to Savenkov. Savenkov shoulder off the puck as he came up the slot. Up the slot, down the slot. Not sure. Butsevich keeping it in at the left, right point. The other left. And that shot from Butsevich elevated off the stick of West Coast Elite into the netting for the face-off to the right. On the defense, Norris and Trent. Offense, Murch, Kerr, and Fitzgerald. Face-off won by. And that was a set play there, I believe, by Trent and Norris as they had some words before the face-off. Chipped down the wall, kept in initially by Norris, but he'll have to dangle that one around a couple. Kerr to the near side to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald will wind up, cut to the middle. Fitzgerald over the blue line, dispossessed, and they'll call him offsides. Or hook. Hook or offsides. Hook on West Coast Elite. Looky there. We'll see who goes to the box. Number 15 for West Coast Elite will head to the box. And with 1:10 to go, Battery Hockey Academy will finish off the period on the power play. First power play of the game for West Coast Elite. Face off one. Trent keeps it in at the point. Trent walking it in. Trent is dangerous at this spot, and a goal. Trent looking to pick the corner. The goaltender made the first initial save, but was outstretched going the opposite direction. Dropped in front of Kerr, who was standing right at the near post, who does not make his mistake in putting that past the goaltender. Mere 10 seconds for that power play goal. Trent to Kerr. And Battery Hockey Academy, a little breathing room. 2-goal lead. Davies pass a little bit behind Butsevich. Butsevich up. Turnover. Shot. Larson with the save. Butsevich hassling in the corner. West Coast Elite didn't get to that one quick enough. Butsevich with the puck. Butsevich up ice to the middle. Swept aside. Back to Bonifazio. Back to Lopez, who shouldered off the puck in the neutral zone. Davies gets hassled and hit and hooked and slashed on the way back into the defensive zone. Butsevich forcing this one out of the zone by brute force. Puck to the middle. And into the bench of Battery Hockey Academy. That one was inside the defensive zone of West Coast Elite, so it'll be an offensive zone face-off for West Coast Elite. For in the Battery Hockey Academy's offensive zone. There we go. Face-off won by West Coast Elite. West Coast Elite not shorthanded as we scored. That ended the power play. Larson with the initial save. Man, that's the end of the period. Last minute ditch effort by West Coast Elite. And Battery Hockey Academy consistent now. 1 goal a period through 2. Shots on goal. Battery Hockey Academy 20. West Coast Elite 11. Semifinal game here. Winner advances to the championship at 2:55 today. waiting for the second ref, and he is back on the ice. And face-off won by Battery Hockey Academy. Cross-ice pass, D-to-D pass. Fitzgerald will try to walk that one up the middle. Cuts to the middle and just poked off his stick by number 8. West Coast Elite pinned along the boards. Got a little scrum. Larson plays the puck out to the far side. Svenkoff almost getting to it. West Coast Elite trying to control that. Trent plays it back into the zone and forces them to regroup. And Norris gets tangled up, banned on that shot there. The West Coast Elite player. And that one misses everybody. Larson almost gets to that outstretched reach. Oh, that one jumps to the stick of West Coast Elite. Tommy Trent on the pressure. That one misses everybody. Norris will get to it. Played off the glass up, but not out. Shot. Oh! Unfortunate goal. Scored. That one hits the helmet of the West Coast Elite player and redirects past Larison. Now that's using your head to score a goal. Unintentionally. Bounce puck, gets over the stick of Gallagher. Back on the hop is Davies. Davies plays it back to Gallagher. Gallagher cuts back to the middle. Gallagher up to the right side to Murch. Murch has Kerr streaking to the middle. Just poked off his stick. Davies on the pressure. Murch with the puck. Flips it high, dumps into the zone. He'll change along with Kerr onto the ice. Fitzgerald. Puck dumped in. Back to collect is Nunemaker. Nunemaker up ice to Larison. Puck kept in the zone. Take it out of the zone. There we go. Now everybody's on sides for West Coast Elite, defended by Fitzgerald and Trent trying to dig it out as they play catch. Trent trying to cut that to the middle, puts that on the stick of West Coast Elite off the skates of Larison. Redirected to the near side. Puck comes out. Fans on the pass. Up ice pass. Larison up the left side. He's got a little bit of room. And Larison tripped up. Larison draws a penalty as he goes down, tripping West Coast Elite at 10:57. Power play number 2. Last power play they were successful. Let's see if they can get another one. Puck below the goal line. Murch trying to get his stick free. Number 4 holding his stick. And puck thrown all the way down the ice. Larison will stop that one for Bucevich, who will collect and make his way up ice. Drops it to Trent. Trent back to Bucevich. Bucevich over to Norris. Norris back to Bucevich. Back to Trent. Shot. Save rebound. No goal, says the referee, as there's a melee in front of the net. Shot. Thrown down. Bucevich keeps that in, swings it over to Norris. And that one just tipped wide as, drop pass by Trent turns that over to West Coast Elite. And dumped in. West Coast Elite will go for a change. Bucevich will collect. Lopez up the near side. Trent. Centering pass a little ahead of the attacking Merch on the far side. Sorry about the camera work. And Davies coming away with that shot. High over the net. Hits the glass, rims around to Norris. Norris over to Lopez. Lopez down the wall to pass in the middle by Lopez. Oh, that looked like a high hit on Davies. I think Davies is playing forward now. And puck just gets past the reach of Norris. He's got one on hard. Rims that one around the boards to Savenkov. Savenkov plays that one back around. As he is Hassel Norris will play quickly around to Merch. Merch up into the neutral zone. And played back in by West Coast Elite. Then back around. Gallagher will try to come around with it. Larison down in the butterfly as Davies had the player tangled up. Davies gets a little space there. Gets it up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald now up to Savenkov. Savenkov over the blue line. Gets around one. Not the second one. And cannot see in that corner because this lady is standing up. And West Coast Elite come away with it. That pass off the mark. Bucevich will capitalize on that as they're also making a change. And he's dispossessed. Shot all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing. As it is with 7:29 to go in period number 3. Battery Hockey Academy again with a slim 1-goal lead in this semifinal game. Battery Hockey Academy in blue against the West Coast Elite. Third place team, Battery Hockey Academy, second place team in the 16U division. Larison gets a piece of it. Larison, centering pass, blocked. He'll drop it to Bucevich at the point, rims it around. That one turned over. Stick tipped, says the referee, so we will play on. Drops it to the point, bouncing puck. Kept in, rims that one around. And a picked off pass by Nate Kerr. Kerr up ice with some speed. Shot, rebound. And Bonifacio with his hands up. Not because he scored, because he can't believe that was saved and that they didn't score. Again, 6:51 to play in period number 3. Winner advances to the championship. West Coast Elite win the faceoff. West Coast Elite missed that. Nunemaker up the middle. Nunemaker shot. Glove save. Rebound. Nunemaker with the stick lift to the middle. And that one almost rolls in the far post. Nunemaker shot off of the West Coast Elite player. Perhaps we have the same strategy. We're trying to use the head tipped up in front and gloved by the goaltender. Follows that one and swings the glove hand out of the air to trap that one out of danger. 6:20 to go, period number 3. Face off one, shot. Fitzgerald right in the slot. That one blocked, kept in by Norris. Played down the wall, walked it in, shot. Wide left of the net by, what's that kid's name? Merch, that's it. Murch now in the right face-off circle. Shot into the skates. Norris pinching in, keeps that one in the zone as he's shoved into the boards. That puck dropped down, or actually played out by West Coast Elite, so that will be an icing. Battery Hockey Academy will have an offensive zone face-off with 5:51 to go in period number 3. Face-off taken by Kerr. Trent plays that one over to the near side to Savinkov. Savinkov to the middle to Gallagher. Gallagher gets just enough of that one to not allow him to clear initially, but kept in by Norris at the blue line. Savinkov fighting for it and just comes out of the zone. Trent with the fake play. Doesn't fake out the West Coast Elite player as he's still with him. And he picks a side, and Trent picks a way out. Saucered up the wall by West Coast Elite and dumped in. Tommy Trent will pick that one up to Norris. Norris. And referee will stop that one. And that one comes out of the zone. Lays that one off. Shot. Save Larison. Rebound. Picked up by West Coast Elite. Gallagher pins the West Coast Elite player up while Trent picks up the puck. Tommy Trent walks this one up the middle and is taken down. Trent still there and stolen. Loose puck behind the net. Savinkov gets to it, trying to center that one. Drops to Norris, one-timer. Gets through some people, bounced on net, hit a couple of West Coast Elite players, and actually had a chance. Larison's back. Larison gets pinned along the boards. Larison will kick it to himself as puck finally comes out and finally gets away. Murch gets it in the snow. Too many men on the ice, probably, but they get away with that one. And Murch hassling up ice. Larison gets a stick initially, walking it in. Centering pass to nobody. Nobody there for West Coast Elite. Larison will back and get to that one. Back to Larison. Larison up the wall to Bonifazio, who gets shoved off the puck. We have another scrum along the far wall with 3:22 to go. Larison comes away with it. Larison off the boards and around to Davies. Davies softly lays it up the wall. And that's an icing just a little bit further. And it wouldn't have been an icing. 3:11 to go in period number 3. Battery Hockey Academy in blue with a slim 1-goal lead. Face off taken by Gallagher. Won by Battery Hockey Academy. Bucevich will swing around, play it off the glass. Bouncing puck kept in by the stabbing skate of West Coast Elite. Hassled by 3 Battery Hockey Academy people and played down the ice for an icing. And we'll have a defensive zone face-off with 2:55 to go in period number 3. Face up and shot on the outside of the net. A little worried about that one. Shot low. Larison save. Rebound. Cover by Larison. And we'll have a face off to the right of Larison in net. Not to be confused with Larison, the player. Not on the ice right now. Gallagher to take the face off. Nunemaker getting to that one. Gets a piece of it. Not enough of it. Shot wide left of the net. West Coast Elite curling around, trying to leave that one off, I think, to his point man. Bouncing puck wide left of the net. Collect on the near side, centering pass. Out of danger momentarily. And hand pass cleared by the West Coast Elite player, touching the puck next. And swept out of the way by Lopez. Out into the neutral zone. West Coast Elite, though, back over the blue line. Running out of time. 2:08 to go. Centering pass. Save Larison in the squeeze. Larison squeezes tight on that one. West Coast Elite player having a conversation with the referee to perhaps watch the high cross-checking. And we got a timeout, perhaps for West Coast Elite. With 2:05 to go, perhaps they pull their goaltender, as he is already at the bench. Looks like they have only 5 guys on the ice right now, but I'm sure they will add their extra attacker to the ice. And the whistle. And there are indeed 6, count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the ice. Emptying in at the other end. .205 to go. Face off taken by Murch. 1 loose. Locked puck. Savenkov trying to get to the puck. Does. Saucered up in the air. Glove down. Murch playing a little time management there. Bouncing puck. Get out. And it does. They will have to tag up. Dumps it in. And Norris with the puck. He takes a shot down the ice. Gloved. They'll have to all tag up, and they do. Dumped into the zone. Played out again. This one tipped. Referee says no icing. As that basically didn't reach it, make it down there. Pressuring in this end, much easier to play defense in this end. Back, back, back. Off the outside of the post. Not sure. Battery Hockey Academy lets him walk right in. 1:12 to go. Shot tipped over. And played down the ice for an icing. Now on the ice, Butzvich, Gallagher, Norris, Larison, and Lopez. Rolling puck will stay in. Larison on the pressure. And turnover. Curve just plays it out to the neutral zone. Safe play there. Pressure up ice. Just gets past Norris. Butzvich is back. Shoulder checks. Plays that one around. Nick Kerr pins him along the boards. Bouncing puck. 36 seconds to go. Larison picks up the loose puck. Plays it around to some free space on the ice. Not as much space with all the attackers on. Kept in by West Coast Elite. Backhand to the middle. Shot. Save. Larison comes up big. 21.2 to go in period number 3. They have a timeout for Battery Hockey Academy.
And Battery Hockey Academy back to the face-off. Here come the 6 skaters for West Coast Elite. 21.2 seconds. Face-off won by, Battery Hockey Academy, but then turned over. Swings it around to Gallagher. Gallagher. Larson. Shot down the ice. And 5.3 seconds. William Larson throws it down the ice. Could have just banked it off the wall. I'll give him some pointers later. Let it float down there, make him bring it back up the ice with 5 seconds to go. 2, 1, and a glove save by Larson. Well, good thing it's not discriminating. The 0.1 second, really? Oh, and they blow it. No time. Larson fends him off. And Battery Hockey Academy in the last minute, shots on goal, final 29 for Battery Hockey Academy, 17 for West Coast Elite. Head to championship at 2:55 today, City National Arena, Ghost Energy Rink, right back here. Thanks for watching. I'll set up the next link for the championship game shortly. Battery Hockey Academy won 2-1.